If you've been following our adventures, you'd know that we just returned from a gap year traveling across Europe, the UK, Canada, and Mexico, and now we're spending the summer camping in our new tiny home. This trailer conversion is one that has been a long time coming. We've wanted to test out tiny home living for many years, and we're finally getting the chance to do this. Talked more about why we chose this trailer and this location in a previous video, so make sure to watch that next. Link in the description below. Something that drew us to this trailer, aside from the lovely property we get to stay on, was that we could immediately envision how we could convert it to suit our family's needs. This wasn't just a camping spot for us, we wanted to make it feel like a home and hold the few items we needed and valued. We're minimalists in many ways. If you'd like to see a video about our minimalist lifestyle, then let me know in the comments. Now it's time to reveal the before and after of our tiny home conversion. The two most fun bits about this project is finding inventive ways to fit our life into this space and to finally have a home that we can completely decorate. When we got the trailer, it was perfectly fine, except the water-damaged floors and the drab browns and beiges made the space feel a little blah and boring. We wanted to brighten this space, bring in bold colors, and turn it into a cozy and functional sanctuary. Much of our inspiration for the color palette came from our time in Spain, where we fell in love with the white and blue painted homes, much like you'd see in Greece, and punches of additional color like the orange trees and beautiful flowers. It was so nice to be able to bring our love of travel into our home.
Come on in.
This is our full kind of more like shared living space. We got our beautiful kitchen, which we have done some painting. My favorite color of blue. We got some white cupboards. I was going to cover this, but I think we have come to actually totally be happy with it, so I'm not going to make any changes at this point. I did try putting some contact paper on it, and it was awful. A lot of it had to do with the diagonal sink and the rounded corners, and it was too stiff and it just looked ridiculous and it didn't work. That went out the window. Our living room, like our couch area, that folds into a bed. Anybody who wants to come over and hang out with us here. And we have this extra bed. Up here we have our craft area. And we have just kind of extra storage at the moment. Not really sure what to put there yet. We have yet to buy some storage for under here, and we are going to put a bookcase up beside the couch. Our table that we had to make ourselves, not quite finished yet. The edging is done. We wanted to make our own table because we couldn't really find anything that fit this space well, and on top of that, anything that did kind of fit the space, it was like $200, $300, something like that, and we're like, let's just make it. So Nathan did all of that for us, and so when I say we made it, I mean Nathan.
The royal we.
The royal we. Got some garden chairs in here because I love the design. I guess I call myself a bit of a maximalist design. It's minimalist in the sense I don't have a lot of things in here, but the design I try to obviously do a little bit more, I guess.
Min-maximalist.
Min-maximalist. We did put some, matting on the bottom to stop it from scratching the floors up. The brand new floors. We still have a bit of painting and touch-ups to do. We got this. I can link, maybe. I'll see if I can link it below for you guys. It's beautiful wallpaper, and if you don't like this design in particular, there's lots for you to choose from. We have our lovely bench seating here where we have some games, and I have more games that we're going to fill that with. Before we go into any bedrooms, let's go through some of the kitchen so you can see how much we've actually been able to put in here. I regret that we didn't take pictures of all of the bags and all the crap that we brought into this trailer, because I did not think we would be able to fit it all. It was like bins and bags of stuff, but we've managed to do it without feeling like overwhelmed with things. So blue is again my favorite color. I've been collecting some blue glass items. So I just filled that with my tea. Got our spice shelf. In here are some of our big kitchen items that are the ones that we access a little more often than others. We just have our towels in here, our Tupperware is tucked in the back, and things like that. Up here are our cups and mugs. We have some additional travel mug stuff here, plates and bowls. I don't know, I find we're doing fine with our fridge here, but we also have a little fridge out in the shed that we can use if we just have a little extra that we need to kind of spread out. In our freezer, because we're vegetarian, it doesn't tend to get as filled as what some might experience. So ours is fine at the moment. Got our little oven.
And it's an LP and electric fridge. True. And it's an LP stove.
LP stove, yes. We haven't used the oven yet, so haven't really figured out how that's gonna go for us, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Pots and pans under here, just garbage and all of our other things. In here we continued some of this wallpaper just to kind of have that flow of color and pattern throughout. We found these amazing pillows that go with our color scheme and everything. It works really well. And the bed is actually, it's a queen. It fits everything that we want. Tucked back behind all these pillows is our, we have some books, a little bit of just like storage there for us. That's where we can plug our phones in. All of our clothes fit basically between here, hanging up. And then we just have a little extra storage up here for sweaters and just regular shirts. And I have some shoes back at the back of this as well. You can tell that we're kind of minimalist in how much stuff we own because we really haven't filled these up, surprisingly. So a few extra books and things. Our computer, that's our kind of camera bag, so we can pull it out when we want it. Some things that might be able to go out to that bookshelf when we're done. And again, just a little bit extra storage up there for bags and different things and some clothes for Nathan. So I know, yeah, we have to touch up. But I feel like, oh my gosh, we really don't have a lot of clothes. This is a 30-foot trailer and 8 feet wide, but we do have this pullout, which just ends up making this entire space feel a lot bigger and roomier. I was really worried that I would constantly feel like I had to like side shuffle by people while we were here. And so far that hasn't really happened.
Yeah, except in the bathroom and the kitchen.
Yeah, well, the bathroom, like literally maybe one person can fit in there, and that's debatable. So our bathroom's really tiny. We got our thing in here. We put a pole up here, just like a shower pole basically, and we use it to hold our towel to dry. As well as a towel back here. So that's for Nathan and I. You know, we have storage here, storage there. We have this. It's not even very full, you know? Like, we don't have a lot of stuff. My hair cutting things are up there because I used to be a hairdresser, so I still cut the guy's hair. In here is all of our pantry storage. So we've bought these little like pop lights so that it's easy to see. That way we can see inside and see to the back, because obviously it goes really far back. I would love to have this be like drawers I can pull out, but it's fine. You know what? It's functional. We put things back there we don't use as often, but you know, it's there. So that's where our treats go, so that they're at least somewhat out of reach. And here's the boys' room. We do plan to make it somewhat more private as we move in a little bit more. So Corbin's down here. He's just drawing right now on his tablet. We've created this into a day bed, so he and Wilder or friends or nephews or nieces and people can sit there and enjoy the entertainment section that we built. And by we, I mean the royal we again, because Nathan did it. So he built the shelf for us. Put these beautiful strip lights in. You want to turn that off? Yeah. Some lovely strip lights under here that can change color and have fun for them. And this is for, you know, rainy days and just chilling out sometimes, because, you know, we still need that so that we have a... I know we'll do lots outside, but it's important to have some of these comforts for the boys too. So just some, you know, this is where their towels are stored.
Speaking of chilling.
Hi.
And there's this one. This beautiful little Wilder. Hi. And he's just chilling up here too. We just came back. They came back from like going to the park and going for big bike rides and playing some billiards. They're just chilling now for a bit. And Wilder has managed to bring all of his stuffies and then some, because Nana gave him more. But he has them all tucked away there. So they both have pretty comfortable spaces for them to hang out in. Eventually we want to do a little cord across with a curtain to make it a little bit easier for him to fall asleep at night and for him to be able to still play video games and chill out.
And?
Oh yes, that's right, storage. So where are their clothes? This is Wilder's clothes, again with the theme of we don't have a lot. So under here, go ahead. So you can just open like that. You can kind of open up the whole thing if you really want to. There you go. Nice. So we have that storage. We have that one is Corbin's beside it. That's all Corbin's clothes. And is there anything in here?
In this? I think there might be a couple of toys or something.
We have so much storage that we haven't even used yet. We have under the couch. We still have some of that under the bed. Obviously, we can still bring some games here. And honestly, even some of our storage in our room isn't nicely put in, so I'm sure we have...
So this is storage under our bed.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's true. We have storage under our bed, and we've just put some like extra sheets and blankets there for when we do have guests. So it's like the stuff that we hardly ever want to get at because it's a pain in the butt. Outdoor things actually come with me. So we also have access here to our outdoor stuff, our swimming things, whatever different outdoorsy things that we might want. Usually for swimming is where all that stuff will go. Yep. So this is our tiny home, and I think it's pretty cozy. The boys seem to be enjoying it. We've really enjoyed the park and all of the fun things that they have going on around the campground. And so the boys, like, it's been wonderful to be able to just be like, let's get off electronics and go out and spend hours out doing different things outside. So I hope you've really enjoyed our space, and I hope to bring you along on more things that we plan to do here, different updates, different ways that we want to decorate, even still, including an update to the shed. We want to actually turn the shed into a bit more of a functional space, something that can even be for hanging out and different things like that. So stay tuned, subscribe, and thank you for joining us every further mile.